Millions of people around the world awakened to a new reality thanks to Joe Rogan's podcast. Nikola Tesla's statement from the early 1900s that 3, 6, and 9 are the keys to the universe aligns perfectly with the mathematical structure of the Great Pyramid of Giza, a connection that was ignored by academic circles for decades. So why did Tesla emphasize these numbers and insist on their importance? Because he understood that at the foundation of everything lies vibration, frequency, and the flow of energy. The Great Pyramid of Giza stands 146.5 meters tall, with a base perimeter of 921.45 meters. When you calculate the ratio between these measurements, the number you arrive at is none other than pi itself, 3.14159. But what's even more intriguing is that the pyramid is located at 29.9792458 degrees north latitude, a number that matches the first 8 digits of the speed of light in meters per second, 299,792,458 meters per second. Did the ancient Egyptians calculate this intentionally, or was it merely an extraordinary coincidence? In 2018, a study published in Nature scientifically demonstrated that hidden chambers inside the Great Pyramid can focus electromagnetic waves. This was strikingly similar to what Tesla attempted with his Wardenclyffe Tower wireless energy transmission. German scientists, using computer simulations, showed that pyramids can concentrate radio waves into their internal chambers. These findings suggest that the ancient Egyptians may not have built simple piles of stone, but rather highly sophisticated energy structures. So who are we to fear, accepting that our ancestors thousands of years ago may have possessed such technology? Many universities consider even asking this question to be academic suicide, because challenging the established paradigm can mean losing funding, being ostracized by colleagues, and the death of one's career. When Boston University geologist Dr. Robert Schoch stated that the Sphinx shows signs of water erosion dating back 7,000 to 9,000 years, the Egyptological community nearly excommunicated him. Yet geological evidence clearly supported his conclusions. Ancient Egyptian texts mention structures called jed pillars found inside pyramids, which bear a striking resemblance to modern electrical capacitors. Laser scans by MIT physicist Dr. Christopher Dunn revealed that these pillars contain quartz crystal and may possess piezoelectric properties. In his book, The Giza Power Plant, Dunn's technical analyses show that the granite blocks of the King's Chamber contain up to 55% quartz crystal, capable of generating electricity under mechanical pressure. Even more intriguing are the underground water channels beneath the pyramids. Branches of the Nile once flowed beneath their foundations, and the pressure from this moving water may have created continuous vibration across the quartz crystals. In 1895, a mysterious fire broke out in Tesla's New York laboratory, destroying most of his notes. The cause of the fire was never fully explained. Tesla was not in the lab that night, but when he arrived the next morning, he gathered the ashes of his life's work and said, "It's all in my head. I can rebuild it." Declassified CIA documents released in 2016 confirmed that after Tesla's death, the FBI seized all of his papers. Tesla died on January 10, 1943, at the age of 86 in the New Yorker hotel. Shortly afterward, FBI agents sealed his room and confiscated all his documents, notebooks, and plans. The official explanation was national security. But what national security threat could possibly exist in the personal notes of an elderly inventor? Tesla's nephew, Sava Kozanovic, fought for years to recover these documents. He managed to retrieve some of them in 1952. Many others were unsurprisingly listed as missing. Perhaps the answer to where we come from is not hidden in the future, but in the technology of the past. Graham Hancock's research at Göbekli Tepe in Turkey revealed 12,000 years old temples, suggesting that human history is not a linear progression, but a cycle of rising and falling civilizations. According to official history, humans at that time were hunter-gatherers living in caves, using primitive tools. Yet Göbekli Tepe reveals 20-ton stone pillars, complex astronomical alignments, and sophisticated artwork. Klaus Schmidt of the German Archaeological Institute, who led the excavations, stated, "The people who built this temple were far more advanced than we assumed, but accepting this would mean rewriting history books, and the system is not ready for that." Ancient Egyptian papyri speak of Zep Tepe, the first time, a golden age when gods taught humans knowledge and technology. This story appears across cultures under different names: the Anunnaki in Sumer, the Rakaka in South America, the Saptarishi in Indian mythology. All tell the same story: beings descended from the sky, taught humanity agriculture, mathematics, astronomy, and engineering, then left. Is this merely myth, or a coded memory of a dystopian truth? Researchers Ekaria Sitchin claimed that translations of Sumerian tablets describe the Anunnaki as those who came from the heavens, beings who genetically manipulated human DNA to create modern humans. Academia does not accept this, but Sitchin's translations follow Sumerian linguistic rules and show consistency across tens of thousands of tablets. If pyramids truly were massive energy plants, and Tesla rediscovered this lost knowledge, why was it systematically suppressed? The answer is simple: money and power. The oil industry, coal barons, and energy monopolies would have been rendered obsolete by free, wireless energy. J.P. Morgan famously cut funding for Wardenclyffe, saying, "If I can't put a meter on it, why should I finance it?" Morgan controlled copper mines, and every meter of copper wire enriched him. Tesla's system threatened this entire industry. In 1905, Wardenclyffe's funding was cut. Tesla spent the rest of his life in debt, forgotten, and ridiculed, even though modern civilization is built on his patents: alternating current, radio, radar, X-rays, remote control. NASA's discoveries of pyramid-like structures in the Cydonia region of Mars and controversial pyramid claims in Bosnia hint that these energy structures may be part of a global, perhaps universal system. Viking 1 images from 1976 revealed a massive face-like structure on Mars, surrounded by symmetrical pyramids. NASA called it a lighting effect, but in 2001, higher resolution images still appeared suspiciously artificial. In Bosnia, Dr. Samir Osmanagic's discovery of the Bosnian pyramids suggests the world's largest pyramid complex. The Pyramid of the Sun stands 220 meters tall, 30% larger than Giza, with carbon dating suggesting an age of 25,000 years. Radar scans indicate these are not natural hills, but human-shaped structures. Yet academia refuses to accept this, because it would shatter the 5,000-year civilization paradigm. Is human history a beginning, or an endless cycle? Atlantis, global flood myths, lost continents, are these just myths or warnings encoded for future generations? Plato's Timaeus and Critias describe Atlantis as an advanced civilization that sank in a single night 9,000 years before his time. Similar flood stories appear worldwide: Gilgamesh, Noah, Manu, the Maya, Chinese myths over 200 cultures, all pointing to around 11,600 years ago. Geological records confirm this: the Younger Dryas, rapid ice melt, sea levels rising 120 meters. Randall Carlson's research shows massive flood scars across North America. This wasn't slow climate change, it was apocalyptic. Tesla said, "If you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Quantum physics now echoes this idea. Zero-point energy suggests even empty space is full of energy. Dr. Harold Puthoff's research on zero-point energy was funded by the Pentagon and CIA, yet never fully released. Why? Because if realized, fossil fuels would become obsolete. Ancient texts describe flying vehicles called vimanas, energy weapons known as vajra, and crystal technologies. The Mahabharata describes weapons as bright as 1,000 suns, eerily similar to nuclear explosions. Skeletons at Harappa and Mohenjo-daro show radiation levels, and stones appear vitrified, melted by extreme heat. So who are we, really? What if our history has been hidden? What if advanced civilizations existed before us? Perhaps humanity rises and falls in cycles, golden ages, floods, rebirths. Tesla understood this. The pyramid builders knew it. The question is, this time, will we use this knowledge for all of humanity or allow it to be buried once again?